Warning, there may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Still at 250.
You
All right.
sold so hard this year.
I don't want to talk about it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right. Episode 12 of Tailgate Talks.
Whoa!
Okay. Obviously, I'm here. Alex is here. And we also have
Tanner Tramontano. Italian last name, hard to say.
That's a perfect intro. I didn't expect that. Dom is not here today. He's at least Dom's on Athlete Spotlight though, because we interviewed Berna. Yeah, he's doing business. He's off on Tailgate Talks business things.
Yeah.
Because
securing sponsorships.
This is because this is a business now.
Stanley sponsor us.
That's a lie. But yeah, so Dom will be back next week.
Holiday Inn sponsor us. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.
Whatever brand of glasses this is sponsor us. I'm gonna get
Edinboro Essentials sponsor us.
Okay, I'm out. I'm done. No, Nike sponsor us.
Yeah.
Okay. So Richie Rice. Oh boy.
Yeah. So,
you know more about this than about
Richie Rice is now cooperating with authorities.
After Failgate, after the amount of stuff I had to cut out for Failgate,
just a couple strategically placed beeps.
This dude,
bleeps will be fine.
And I forgot. I need to serve my punishment too.
Sprinkle 'em in there.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. So, Mike dropped an F-bomb at the end of the last episode, so bye, Mike. But yeah, Richie Rice is now cooperating with authorities after driving really fast. I don't think anyone was even severely injured in his case, but he's now cooperating with authorities. He's issued an apology. His lawyer's actually been the one communicating all of it. But that happened, and Cam Sutton has also turned himself in after having, I believe, a warrant out for his arrest for a couple weeks now after an alleged domestic battery incident. So both of them are now in custody and cooperating with authorities. Blah, blah, NFL players committing crimes. National Felons League, not National Football League. You know what I'm saying?
Your average NFL Tuesday.
Yeah, just an average. Oh, hey. He's here now. This is Andrew Giardini, another Italian. 3 Italians.
3 Italians.
That's crazy. 3 Italians. 4 Italians. You count Joe.
Mike's sleeping with the fishes now.
Yeah. But yeah, so NFL players, crime. Yeah. Segment 2. Since no one scrolled yet. Okay. I actually read about this a little bit. I read about something baseball related that's genuinely shocking. The city of Oakland has proposed a 5-year extension to the Oakland Athletics. I don't know why. 5-year extension. I believe there's a $97 million city fee or whatever it is from the team if they accept it, and they can opt out after 3 years of the extension. So
essentially, just get an opportunity for the Athletics to get a place until their stadium in Vegas is ready. But that whole organization is an absolute dumpster fire. So
I mean, yeah, it's a mess. Oh, there's actually like an article in here. I'm not reading all that. I pretty much summed it up as well as you could. Yeah, the extension fee, $97 million, which, I mean, in pro sports, that's relatively small, which is gross to say. Oh, he's back from the fishes. Team in the city are meeting this Tuesday, which is today, actually, for the third formal meeting between the two sides since the Athletics received the unanimous approval from Major League owners to move the franchise to Las Vegas. So it's pretty much, I would say, a foregone conclusion at this point. Hey. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that another Oakland team is going to be migrating to Vegas.
Richie likes that.
The soon-to-be demolished Tropicana Casino and Resort will be completed in time to open the 2028 season would be the new stadium for at that point, Las Vegas Athletics. So like we said, that leaves a 3-year gap for the Athletics in the league. So that's going to be filled by the extension from the city of Oakland. So
they need to get out of that stadium. Bad.
It's terrible.
Bad. Why do you think the Raiders left? Seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
Why do you think the Raiders left?
Segment 3, Draymond Green. Put him in the UFC. Let Dana White have fun with him.
I'm about to kick you out of the intro.
Put Draymond Green in the UFC. Get him out of basketball.
Why is he still in the league?
I don't know, like...
It's like every week.
We've talked about this, and I don't know if you like basketball or pay attention to basketball very much, but I mean, I said it, and this is pretty much true for every sport. He got suspended indefinitely at one point, but an indefinite suspension is basically just it's gonna get appealed not very long after it's handed down. So I think that it's about time where Draymond actually needs like an actual suspension for a certain amount of time. Not an indefinite suspension so he can better himself and work on his emotions. The dude just needs to be slapped with a suspension for however many games or the rest of the season or whatever. And it just needs to be done and over with. Or going into next season even. Jesus, I mean, the man literally choked his own coach at practice like a week and a half ago. Oh, did he?
He's got heart.
Yeah, he's got heart. Yeah. Plays with heart.
He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him.
Yeah, he just stands. He's got ice in his veins. But yeah, I'm at a point with Draymond where I'm just like, what if he like seriously hurts somebody?
Do you think Steph just like feeds off it? You think his 3-point percentage goes up like 15% every time Draymond Green punches someone in the face? You think it just like juices his veins? He like feels it. He's like water every time.
Honestly, yeah, but I don't know. You're right. I think at this point, the amount of times he's gotten into fights, he needs like some serious like help, suspension.
Yeah, he needs to step away from the game either on his own accord or by the league's accord. So
yeah, and Draymond's obviously going to be like, I got no issue or whatever, but. I mean, this would fly in the 80s and 90s.
I mean, yeah.
So,
yeah, for real. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean,
he was just disappointedly shaking his head in the back.
Yeah, why is that?
He's the heart and soul of that team. Gives them that identity.
Yeah, I swear. But yeah, so if there's more on Draymond, we'll keep you updated.
There's always more on Draymond.
Most likely going to be more on Draymond. But yeah. So this next question topic, I thought was just I found this on social media, and I thought this was a very interesting question. And that question is, would the Eagles still have won the Super Bowl all those years ago if Carson Wentz never got hurt as the quarterback?
Okay. I was wondering what the context for this question was.
It's a very interesting topic because he was playing well before he got hurt.
MVP level.
Yeah, MVP level.
Yeah, pretty much.
MVP level. I'm gonna go yes. I think the Eagles were a very good football team still, no matter who the quarterback was. I mean, Nick Foles. I mean, he's a backup. He was a backup, and he did his job.
Mm-hmm.
I think Carson Wentz would have done the same thing. Honestly, I think he would have done the same thing. But
yeah, I mean, he was, 13 games, he threw for 3,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 7 picks. Mm-hmm. So, picks were a little high.
Little high.
But he was completing 60% of his passes.
Mobility, too.
In 13 games, he'd thrown 440 passes, which is a lot. Clearly, I mean, they did that a lot in 2021 with Indy. He threw the ball 500 times, 600 times in 2019 with Philly.
Well, I think bottom line, it would have got the job done to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think
Nick Foles.
because Nick Foles played really well, and I think with Carson's athleticism added at that point, because pre-ACL tear he was pretty athletic and able to get out of the pocket. I mean, they hammered the Vikings so bad in the NFC Championship game that like I don't think you could really argue that there was any way they didn't win that game.
Right.
Yeah. Well, on the other side of that, though, looking at the Super Bowl, I mean, Foles had that duel with Brady, where Brady put up historic numbers.
Yeah, Brady
One of the best,
broke the Super Bowl record.
arguably
for
the
most pass yards.
best Super Bowl performance by a quarterback ever.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say no. I think Foles gave him that chip, that little underdog chip that they needed.
I might be with you on that because I don't know. Like Carson was really good that year, but he did his turnovers were a little high. He was always kind of turnover prone a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that I just think it's really hard to score 41 points against a Patriots defense in a playoff game. Like it's really
a young quarterback with Wentz. You know, Belichick's gonna come out.
Slinger,
Belichick's gonna come out with some sort of schemes. Foles being in the league, it's been there, done it. I mean, 2013, Foles 7 touchdown passes in one game, NFL record. Like, like he has that pedigree. He's been that dude, career great backup. But I don't know. I feel like he gave him that little underdog chip, that little rally.
I think
City needed.
Yeah, no,
I think I'm
fair.
with Tanner on this one.
Yeah.
I think that Carson would have just made 1 or 2 extra mistakes in that game.
That's a good way
that
to look at it.
It's just, okay, can we just talk about championship weekend that year again real quick? Case Keenum, Nick Foles, Tom Brady, and Blake Bortles were the last 4 quarterbacks.
Elite.
3 great quarterbacks in Brady.
Yeah. The boat.
I love it.
Can't tell me nothing about the boat.
Honestly, that Super Bowl that year might be
one of my favorite Super Bowls I've watched.
I mean, obviously my favorite Super Bowl is when the Steelers won.
Yeah.
But in terms of not my team in the Super Bowl,
Just electric game.
Yeah, that might have
that
been my favorite.
game.
Let's talk about
Chiefs Eagles was really good.
That was a good one.
Not this past season, but the one before that.
I was gonna say something about that game, but I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Rams Bengals.
Bengals was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. But
good old Rams Patriots, man, that was an amazing game.
What about the first game you watched? Seahawks and
Seahawks Patriots was an incredible Super Bowl.
Child Tanner was heartbroken. Absolute Jets fan, just devastated.
Yeah.
Seeing Brady get another ring.
No, honestly though, S-tier Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I liked it. Chiefs and Bucks was not bad.
Chiefs got hammered in that game. But
yeah, their offensive line just got eaten alive.
Yeah. That's why I liked it. And I mean, Mahomes' first Super Bowl too was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I remember watching that one too.
Shanahan again, just absolutely blowing leads in the playoffs. What he does best, but
I almost perfectly predicted the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl score, which is so sad. If Jalen Hurts didn't fumble that ball, because I said Eagles over Chiefs 35-31. The Chiefs won 38-35. If Jalen didn't fumble that ball that went for a touchdown.
Yeah. But yeah, fun topic. If I can find more of those questions, I'll put them in.
I actually have an idea for next week that
Really?
we can talk about off camera. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So with what I see next on the teleprompter, Alex, if you remember what we did last year, right? I think it's only fitting. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
God, where's it at?
I know.
God, where's it at? Keep it going. Keep her going.
Just lift her up.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Lift her up.
go ahead and oh, there's stuff here. Yeah, we'll find the end.
Oh, it's all the way over there. What the heck?
Oh my God. Wait, what are we doing?
No, that's fine. We'll just.
Okay, you grab. Yeah, okay. All right, you ready? All right.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Go! 5-0, baby! Woo! Zoltan!
typical Pittsburgh sports fans right here. Prime
I
example.
don't even like baseball that much.
Buccos are
Gotta do it for
5-0.
the culture, though.
And they will probably go on a losing streak.
Well, yeah.
I'm clipping that. Ow, got my shoulder. Of us struggling trying to find the.
Yeah, that's gonna be. God, if we were actually internet famous, that would definitely be a GIF on the internet. But
No, I'm gonna clip that, and then anytime the Pirates win, I'm gonna go under like the Nationals Twitter and just post that. But yeah, okay, yep. They started off 5-0. Yeah, so game one, a little bit of an off game for Mitch Keller. It was a little weird, but first game, it's fine. The base running in this game was atrocious. It was not good. Henry Davis, there was a point where he if he didn't hesitate going home, he would have been safe. But he hesitated, and he was out. And I don't know why. First of all, actually no. Now that I'm trying to remember back, I'm pretty sure there was one with that, or I might be getting it mixed up with something else. No, the one I'm thinking of. Sorry, the one I'm thinking of was just another sense of the coaches sending Henry Davis home when he had no business in going home because the Pirates struggle on that. I don't know why. Brian Reynolds continues to be the best hitter on the Pirates. He was 2 for 5 that day. And Ke'Bryan Hayes, ever since September, he has hit the ball. He was 2 for 4 in this game. The Mets. We'll talk. We can talk about that. We'll get to that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Just National League in general.
But yeah, Mitch he pitched 5 and 2 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. His velocity was down, which continues to be a problem with a lot of guys on the Pirates.
Again, it's early though.
It's early, but I gotta take. So this doesn't apply to Jared Jones because he was just dealing. We'll get to Jared Jones in a second. When Paul Skeens comes up, if he is not throwing 102 or 101 and his velocity goes down and he's topping out at 98, Oscar Marie needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. He has messed with velocities of Roansy Contreras, Luis Ortiz, and I can see it a little bit with Mitch Keller. So, if it happens to Skeens, of all people, Oscar Marie needs to go. And Jose Hernandez got the save there. Next game, Ryder Ryan, strong. I will admit, so there was a post on the MLB Instagram ranking the top bullpens in the majors going into the season. I think the Mets were on there. The Pirates are at 3, and I was questioning that. I was like, okay, David Bednar, all right. Ryan Borarchi, solid. Jose Hernandez is all right. Holderman.
Fleeced.
Fleeced.
Mets got fleeced on that, but
yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, imagine not giving tendies to Daniel Vogelback.
Yeah, no, I was glad to see his tenure in New York go.
Really?
Yeah, no, he was.
It's fun. I enjoyed it when he'd run the bases.
Oh, I mean, but in order to do that, you got to get on base.
That's true. That is true. I was at one game when he was still with the Pirates. He just smacked one in the Allegheny. It was awesome.
Joe playing some Bon Jovi in the background.
But I was questioning why the Pirates were ranked 3rd with the bullpen. And then I see guys like Ryder Ryan, Jose Hernandez, Ryan Borarchi, Josh Fleming. They pitched well against Miami. We'll get to Bednar in a minute, but I'm impressed with the bullpen so far. I was like, where is this coming from? My biggest concern with the Pirates going into the season was the bullpen, and they're off to a strong start. Now again, it's a long season. It's 162 games, so.
Was it 20-9 last year? Is that what they said?
Yeah, so there is definitely plenty of time for things to change. But hey, I feel like with the Pirates, if people can stay healthy, they can stay in it. Once O'Neal Cruz went down,
yeah,
and a few bullpen arms were, pew, pew, that was it. But yeah, Connor Joe was 2 for 5. Defensively, the first game he played well too. I liked his defense there. And then Ke'Bryan Hayes 2 for 3. O'Neal Cruz was 2 for 5, and Josh Fleming got the save. Martin Perez, I feel like can be a great number 2 guy. He pitched 4 innings, 6 hits, and only gave up one run. Hits maybe a little high for my take for number 2, but it got the job done.
Yeah.
That stat line could get the job done. Game 3, Jared Jones. My goodness gracious, what a debut! I think he pitched three perfect innings.
Electric stuff.
Gave up like 3 runs, I believe. It's on the bottom. I mean, Connor Joe went 3 for 5. Reynolds 2 for 5. But yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, Jared Jones. He pitched 5 innings, 3 hits, and gave up 3 earned runs. He was topping out at like 100. I feel like a good player comp for him right now would be Garrett Cole.
Cool.
He wasn't a first. Okay, Jared Jones wasn't a first rounder, but with his pitching and his speed, I get Garrett Cole vibes from him, honestly. So, I definitely think he is a perfect guy to honestly, because like, chances are, though I would like to keep Martin Perez, chances are they're probably going to ship him out at the deadline. It's just the Pirates' way, and I don't know why I keep looking at that camera because I'm not used to the new close-up. And I even requested this, but yeah. So I feel like honestly, once Skeens is ready and he comes up, and it's Keller, Perez, Jones, Skeens, and one more guy. That is not Bailey Falter. That's a solid starting 5. That is a solid starting 5. Speaking of Bailey Falter, he gave up like 5 runs in like the first inning, and the Pirates came back and still won 9-7. Bednar blew the save, which was weird, but whatever. Hunter Stratton later got the save when the Pirates took the lead. Yeah, Bailey Falter can go. He can go. Don't know why he's in the rotation. It's fun. It's like I understand sending Paul Skeens down, but Skeens also threw like 3 perfect innings in AAA.
Just service time manipulation. Always
Yeah.
Cheaping out, getting another year of team control. It's kind of.
Which is fine.
Yeah, but it's just.
I get it, but like, this needs to be the year they're competing.
Yeah.
And that doesn't give me vibes of you want to compete. Yeah, you start 5-0, but like that game you got lucky. You got flat out lucky that game. So, I don't know. But Marco Gonzalez was looking at. I mean, I didn't watch this game yesterday, but they won 8-4 in Washington. Marco Gonzalez, looking at his stat line, I mean, he didn't pitch for long. I mean, 5 innings is 5 innings. But he got the job done. I mean, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, only 2 Ks, but like, still got the job done. Reynolds was 2 for 5, but Gonzalez is definitely going to be the guy that they like. If it's not going to be Perez, it's definitely going to be Gonzalez if they ship out at the deadline. So yeah, Buccos, hot start. Who's the along with the Pirates? I know there's 3 other teams. Who are the teams that are still undefeated?
The Yankees. And somebody else. Tigers.
Tigers. Isn't there one more?
There could be. I'm forgetting.
Yeah, Andrew, can you look it up? But yeah, so just keep it, like, honestly, if you could stay healthy, use the pieces you have, call up Skeens when it's time, you can compete this year. The NL Central is wide open. It is a weak division.
It always is.
This year.
Brewers are 3-0.
Oh, Brewers. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you start off.
It's right. It is right there for the taking. It's really, the Central is right there for the taking. I also said this last year, and we know what happened after they went 20-9. Just you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just stay healthy. Don't do anything stupid. It's like telling your kid when they're going out on a Saturday night. Don't be stupid. Be safe. You'll be fine. I made him laugh on that one. But we already have our first no-hitter.
Yeah, I mean,
In the majors, and I swear to God, it's always the Astros with the guys that there are no hitters.
it's always like the guys too. They come up,
Yeah.
you haven't really heard of them. They get in, they get their foot in the door, throw a no hitter, and then
Yeah.
they're giving you scoreless outings for the whole season and
Yeah.
3 hit ball. They just breed pitching in that system.
I mean, what did I read? What was it? I think they said like the Astros have like 14 no hitters in the franchise's history.
Yeah, I mean, Nolan Ryan probably helps a little bit with that, but
Yeah.
but again, just absolute
Yeah, it's crazy, just crazy. And so the guy's name, and I'm gonna mispronounce this, Ronald Blanco, something like that. Struck out 7, gave up 2 walks against the Blue Jays. Again, I hate the Astros. I just hate the Astros. You do too?
I do, but I do have a cousin on the team.
Oh, really? What's his name?
Sean Dubin.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. This is totally not me stalling, so we don't talk about March Madness. Would you like to talk about the Mets?
Unfortunately, sure. We'll dive into it quickly. Absolute brutal start to the year. I don't think you could have pictured a worse start for a franchise.
0-4.
0-4, and to the Brewers, 3 straight to the Brewers, and then last night to the Tigers, and it's just in absolute New York Mets fashion. Game 1.
At least it's with the teams that are undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, when you play the Mets,
in a way.
3 wins against the Mets right now. But yeah, I mean, it's when the starting pitching's there, they don't hit, and when the starting pitching's there, or when it is there, they don't hit. It's absolute brutal. Last night, Sean Manaea debut.
Oh my God.
Lights out, scoreless ball. Going into the top of the 10th inning, Joey Wendell, who we bring in for defense, makes an error. Awesome. That leads to 500 runs in the top of the 10th.
In the top of the 10th.
Top of the 10th, yeah, just absolute brutal. But yeah, that's just. I mean, it's used to it. I mean, it's the Mets, so.
You get, when you live on this earth for as long as we have, and you pay attention to sports for as long as we have, you get used to teams' habits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that way with the Pirates. It sucks. I'm pretty much there with the Steelers right now. So.
Hey, at least you'll have a winning record though. Be
That-
above
that-
500.
That's true. That is true. 9-8, 10-7. Alex, woo! The standard is the standard. All right, you can continue.
I mean, outside of that, Major League Baseball, I mean, there's just the Yankees right now. That Soto trade is just absolutely looking amazing right now. He shows up, and again, it's coming Mets fan. Of course, the Yankees make the trade. It works out for them. Soto comes in, lights it up. Anthony Volpe, last year struggles, comes up, lights it up. Again, they sweep the Astros 4 games. Like, it's just amazing being little brother in New York. It's just so fun.
Who could be little brother in anything? Like, seriously, who could be little bro in anything? Like, seriously, like, I don't, like, who would do that? Like,
Yeah.
Who would, like, such a stupid name, little bro.
Little bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, outside of that, it's actually kind of crazy. The NL East right now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one of the strongest divisions of baseball,
Yep.
excluding the Atlanta Braves, because the Braves are the Braves.
Nobody likes Braves.
The NL East, this is just 4 teams combined. Ponder this: 2-15 to start the year. That's just atrocious. That is atrocious. I'm just I don't know. Part of me is happy because at least the Mets still have a chance. Like, not gonna get buried early with the way everyone's struggling, and the Phillies supposed to have one of the best bullpens in baseball. Absolutely. I just love seeing Philadelphia sports lose. It's just it's my favorite
beautiful.
thing. It's my favorite
beautiful.
thing, but yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's good for that though. So
You guys are 4.5 games back already, though.
you're used to it, dude.
So in the words of the one great Connor Burns, the Mets are trash.
Yeah. So.
My dad remembers the days of the Pirates in the NL East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pirates, Cardinals.
Yep. Those are some days. It's the main reason why my dad can't stand the Braves. It's because of the Pirates' time in the NL East.
I just can't stand the Braves because they always just absolutely stomp the Mets. But
Yeah, nobody likes. Like, seriously, the Braves have to be like the most annoying team. Like, they're not I feel like the Astros are the most hated team. I feel like.
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of the National League, I feel like the Braves are probably the.
Well, it's just no matter what they do, they just win. It's like it doesn't matter.
It's annoying.
They trade for Jared Kelenic. He starts absolutely tearing it up for no reason.
Yeah.
Get Chris Sale. Chris Sale's back to prime Chris Sale. It's just like
it's annoying.
It's just whatever they do works, and
It's like the coaching and the.
It's just the opposite of the Mets. It's just the Mets are cursed. They're blessed. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
So.
All right, Alex, you can come back now. It's time.
Y'all are done yapping?
March Madness.
For the love of God, I never thought it was going to end.
Hey, but the Buckos are 5-0.
No one's listening to all that.
Hey, if the Pirates make the playoffs, I'm making a bet with you. If the Pirates make the playoffs.
I'm not making a bet with you. You're just going to lose.
If the Pirates make the playoffs, I'm taking you a playoff game at PNC Park. Do you remember the 2013 wild card game? Or seeing clips of it, of how rowdy the crowd was? Yeah, look it up.
All right, basketball.
Do we have to?
Yeah, if I have something to read.
Oh my God.
We have been covering the men's tournament at length, obviously. And since the last time we talked about it, the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 have happened. I still don't have anything to read. Thank you. Okay, Sweet 16 matchups. I'm just going to go through these fast because, yeah, you all know what's happening, probably. Number 6, Clemson beat number 2, Arizona 77-72. Number 1, UConn beat number 5, San Diego State 82-52. That was a big blowout.
Yeah.
Number 4. Dang, Mike, UNC lost. That sucks. It would be really cool if there was another ACC team that was like in the tournament that didn't miss it and didn't decline their NIT invitation.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, not the Pitt Panthers. Number 4, Alabama beat number 1, UNC 89-87. I hate my life. Number 11, NC State, new team, beat number 2, Marquette 67-58. At least one team from North Carolina moved on.
Yeah.
Number 1, Purdue beat number 5, Gonzaga 80-68.
That
Number
pisses
4,
me
Duke over Houston. Number 4, Duke over number 1, Houston 54-51. Number 2, Tennessee over number 3, Creighton 82-75. On to the Elite 8. UConn keeps going, beat number 3, Illinois 77-52. Kind of a blowout as well. Bama still roll tide over number 6, Clemson 89-82. Purdue actually not fraudulent this year. Number 1, Purdue over number 2, Tennessee 72-66. And
this is another one, baby.
Cinderella keeps
one,
going.
baby. Let's go.
NC State over Duke 76-64. Shout out to that.
I got NC State in the championship.
So the final 4 matchups are this weekend, Saturday, April 6th. First one, number 11 NC State at number 1 Purdue. Like I said, Saturday, 6:09 p.m. These game times are so weird. And then number 4 Bama versus number 1 UConn, 8:49 p.m. also on Saturday. So, fun.
Thank God Filipowski is not in the Final Four.
I hate
Flip.
Duke so much.
I hate Flip. Andrew, do you like Flip?
I'm a Duke fan, so I'm a Duke fan, and I think he's annoying.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. He's
DJ Burns
Burns ate his lunch.
I'm a big Burns guy.
ate his lunch. The dude that NFL teams want to play for them.
Oh yeah, I made a
The
sign.
dude's playing basketball and NFL teams want him. And yeah, last thing to add about the men's tournament is Mike's still in last. So,
We'll get to that in wait, I don't think I wrote that down.
No,
Let me
you did not.
Anyway,
Go over the women's bracket real quick. Gonna go through the Elite 8 and the Final 4 because these were some pretty heavy matchups. Number 1, South Carolina keeps rolling over number 3, Oregon State. Not Oregon. Oregon State, 70-58. Number 3, North Carolina State over number 1, Texas, 76-66. Caitlin Clark in Iowa roll over past LSU and Kim Mulkey and all the other really talented players on that team along with their. I love Kim Mulkey. I think she's one of the most entertaining coaches in basketball. So number 1 Iowa over number 3 LSU 94-87, and then number 3 UConn over number 1 USC 80-73. So that sets up the Final 4 matchups being number 3 NC State versus number 1 South Carolina on Friday at 7 p.m. and number 3 UConn versus number 1 Iowa on Friday as well. Those are both April 5th, and that game is at 9:30 p.m. Shout out to Kim Mulkey for threatening to sue the Washington Press. It's really funny.
So
Yeah.
I added
Or Washington Post. Sorry.
Caitlin Clark.
Bucket.
Dog.
Bucket.
Water.
Dog. My parents are actually going to the Final Four, by the way.
Oh, that's sick.
Yep. I was like, they got to at least. I was like, hope they get the matchups that they wanted. But yeah. The women's bracket this year, the women's games.
I'll tell you, Final 4
Yeah.
Bukers versus
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. That's gonna be
nuts.
lit.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm actually gonna tune in for that. I'm not gonna I can't wait. So here's
Andrew's
the
turning up in the background right now.
here's the standings for our thing. In first place, Dom, 770.
Dom's murdering the bracket right now.
Bryce at 600. Correct me if I'm wrong. If UConn wins, would that put Landon at the top? Because he has UConn winning it all.
I don't know.
I think that's a lot of points, but I'm not sure.
It's probably a lot of points, yeah.
I would.
Bryce is ahead by a lot, though.
Because maybe there's what's Landon's final four? UConn. Well, he had UNC. Okay, so he would literally would just have UConn winning it all, and then Dom. Let's see if he's maxed out.
Duke's out.
He's got UConn in, Duke's out. Oh, Purdue's still in, so that's gonna screw him if Purdue makes it to the
Natty.
Wait. Who did he have in the finals? Duke over Purdue. Oh, because he had the Duke Blue Devils. That's right. Landon's
I almost said it.
Landon's at 560. Rah rah rah. Carolina. Rah rah rah. Alex is at 480, and I'm at 250. Whatever.
250.
I'm also in last in Andrew's thing too.
That's rough.
That's rough. Aren't you in first in his too?
Yeah, but Creighton lost.
Yeah, Creighton's out, but I mean, still.
Yeah.
I want to shout out my women's bracket though. Before LSU, believe who they play. I think it was Iowa State in the.
They played Iowa in
the round before.
Oh, okay.
Was it USC maybe? I don't know. Before that, I had a bracket in the 96th percentile, and I had 15 out of the 16 teams in the Sweet 16 for the women's bracket. So, no ball. Women's college basketball expert right here. But
Reason why I'm deep breathing is because I see what's next. CM Punk finally spoke out of his his firing from All Elite Wrestling. I'm only going to mention this once. And I'm going to take the most of it, so we don't have to do any work. Do you want to switch seats with me? So then I'm going to bury this dude. I'm going to bury this dude. I'll make it quick, but I'll bury this dude if my phone wants to actually freaking work. So he did an interview with Ariel Helwani. Everybody knows who Ariel Helwani is. I got more offended because he called Ariel Helwani a real journalist. I'm more offended at that than anything. Not to say that I'm offended at an interview that he did, because at this point it doesn't matter because he's gone. And Alex, you know how much I can't stand Phil Brooks. But
Good old Phil.
he is literally a man-child. Literally a man-child. So as I try to go all the way to the bottom, because this dude talked a lot about his time in AEW. So, God, where does this even start? God dang. I'm trying to go all the way to the bottom. Okay, here we go. Start with this. CM Punk says he was trying to push things because he feels way better than he should, but WWE is protecting him against himself. Really? Really? In other words, he feels like he could get physical, but WWE wants him to get healed all the way. You're going to get hurt anyway if you come back and you're fine, because you're fragile. So I'm just going to mention the stuff he did with AEW. When he visited Raw, when he was still under contract with AEW, he said people in AEW got mad and said people felt betrayed. That's a little. People visit people backstage all the time. It happens all the time. Do you want to talk about the pens after we're done with this? It's up to you.
Just go quick. I'll make mine quick too. We've been going for a long time.
Keep going. He does talk about the fight with Luke Perry's son, Jack Perry. Says Tony Khan's big idea was to separate the rosters. Punk thought it was a bad idea and that he wanted to be let go. This isn't a real business. but Tony would not let him go. So Tony Schiavone said Jack Perry cursed him out backstage, and Schiavone asked Punk for help. Who would ask you for help when people know you're a crybaby and a hothead? Would you ask CM Punk for help, Alex? No.
I would not.
No.
Personally, I would, but he's rich.
That's fair. Says that the AEW doctor who was against Jack Perry using real glass, Punk asked to step in. He says he spoke to Perry nice, and stuff never got squashed. Nobody's in charge, and it turned into what it turned into. Backstage at AEW All In, Perry said he asked Tony Khan to handle Jack Perry. If you don't, you're not going to like the way I handle it. He asked Perry, why are you doing the dumb internet stuff on TV? Punk thought it was responsible and choked Perry out. What? Responsible.
Interesting
Responsible.
decision.
Also, in this interview, because I'm gonna to shorten this, he said that the rumors about him being violent aren't true. 30 minutes prior to the thing I just read to you is what he said, that he choked out Perry and he thought that was responsible. So clearly you are violent. Clearly you have an anger issue, and clearly that is why nobody in AEW liked you, minus a few people. He also said that he thinks that wrestlers making guaranteed money ruins the business. Why? Oh my God, oh no. People are making a good income, providing for their family. Such a horrible thing.
Terrible.
Such a terrible thing. Anyway, bottom line, he said, Tony's a nice guy, he's not a boss. Could Tony have handled it better? Sure. But it wasn't easy, knowing the man-child that Punk is. So, that's his side of the story. People are expecting Tony to respond. He shouldn't. You shouldn't give him the satisfaction of responding. Let the fans do what they want and bicker about it back and forth, because that's all they do. They're the worst fans in the world, and I'll leave it at that. So, that's Punk's interview with Ariel Helwani. I hate Ariel Helwani with all my life.
Pens.
Yeah.
All right, Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm going to make this quick because I want my pain to be short. Pens are 5-5 over the last 10 games. They won last night 5-2 at the New York Rangers, which is, again, just the Pens continuing to be great and be terrible in completely spastic and unpredictable spurts. Crosby had 2 goals and an assist, 3 total points. Rust had 2 goals, 2 total points. Bemstrom had a goal, and then Letang had 2 assists. Nedeljkovic had a save percentage of .933. He went 28 for 30. The Pens are now 33, 30, and 11, which is good for 6th in the Metro, and they are currently 5 points outside of a wild card spot, which means exactly what you think it means. The Penguins are perfectly mid, fighting for a playoff spot, and playing themselves out of a top 10 draft pick.
Oh my God.
I don't even care anymore. So,
Of course, they're playing. They got to play well, and
gotta finish the season
it's
strong.
such a Pittsburgh thing. You got to ruin the fans' hopes of something.
Go Rangers.
There's the door.
Disgusting.
Anyway, we are going to take you now to our athlete spotlight, which is back.
Finally.
With Berna. How do you say her last name again?
Zukina.
There you go.
PSAC champion.
In the 400 meter dash.
Yeah, 400.
Yeah. So.
Record holder.
We
Record holder.
Yeah. We interrupted her like 500 times. So.
Yeah, people that aren't loud and obnoxious like us have a harder time on this show for sure. So.
Yeah. Tanner, thanks for coming on.
Of course.
By the way, if you're wondering,
Dom's intern right there.
by the way, if you're wondering why there's a random picture of Dom here, he's here in
Just floating
spirit.
around. Dom's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. That's why there's just a random picture of Dom right here. So
It might go down here and then
I might just screw around with it and just
go
put
up
it everywhere.
there and then
Like when Andrew
go
sat
down
in my seat,
here.
I might just put it like right beside him or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
exactly. He's floating around.
DK.
he's floating around. But
What a guy.
Dom will be back next week for 13. Also, I guess I could say this now. April 17th, Isaac Petcash will be back
Yeah.
in the studio for Tailgate Talks.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Should have a graphic out with it here soon, whatever.
Voice of Erie Sports.
Yeah. So we'll be working on going back on his show maybe eventually. So yeah. So take us to the interview.
Good night, America. There we go.
Back on Spotlight.
Microphone's not working. It's totally
There we
the
go.
second attempt at this intro.
Yep. But Spotlight's back. Spotlight's
Yeah,
back.
Athlete
This
Spotlight
is
is
episode.
back.
Well, this is actually episode 12 because we just recorded episode 11. So
There you go.
whoever advanced in the tournament, yay! If Duke advanced, boo!
It wasn't Pitt.
And Mike's still at the bottom of the challenge, bro.
Most likely.
No, it's gonna. No,
Mike's gonna be sitting at a smooth 290. Anyway, another
Do the
Athlete
intro.
Spotlight back with PSAC champion sprinter Berna Zukina today. We got a very accomplished athlete today, so thank you for coming on the show. It totally hasn't been forever and a half since we recorded one of these.
So this is funny because the blind side is here. It's in the rapid fire.
It's a tradition.
The person that got it was the person that was in the most shambles during it was this guy. So
Yeah,
would you like to repeat what you told Berna before we started recording?
Just
the advice.
Just lock in, prepare for the worst.
Lock in.
I guess it's not that bad.
You made it sound worse earlier.
Once we get to it, you'll understand why it was worse for me.
Okay.
Once we get there, you'll understand why.
Yeah.
It was particularly bad for Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
I think that was the debut of that question. Well, oh no, it was Kaylee was the debut of that question.
Yeah, even Kaylee was like, "What?"
Yeah.
But yeah. So just like any normal spotlight, not like we would know because we haven't done it in a while.
I'm gonna throw this thing across the room.
Yeah, Alex is checking his mic again. So we're not gonna.
I'm gonna go get new batteries.
Alex just made history.
Jesus Christ!
Alex just made history. The first penalty box
On Athlete Spotlight.
on Athlete Spotlight.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So here we go. So we're gonna start off by reading your bio. Everybody knows the famous bios for this. So
Just don't read mine.
yeah. So hometown North Huntington, PA. Which
Oh, Whitfield.
What?
hey, you know what? No. Shout out Jill. Shout out Bryce. Shout out Landon. D10 gang all the way.
We're from here. We're from Erie County.
Well,
Okay.
I'm from Granville, unfortunately, but
Yeah, he's not from Erie County. But still.
but still though.
District 10.
District
not-
10, District 10.
Not Whitfield.
And we did beat Jill's high school when I got my first D10 medal. So, but
Solid.
here we go. So starting off with high school, 4 years of varsity track and field, 3 years of varsity swimming, 1 year of high school cross country, and earned freshman of the year awards. A lot of letters. Jeez. USTFCCCA All Academic Honor, as well as Scholar Athlete Honor. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. 2022-2023 indoor, third team All PSAC in 400-meter dash with a time of 58.66. Wow. Outdoor, third team All PSAC in 400-meter dash. The letters I just a lot of letters thing. All academic athlete earned PSAC Scholar Athlete honor. So, good work.
Thanks for being on the show.
Yes, thanks for being on. So we're gonna go ahead and pray to God that the first question, as I'm totally not stalling and waiting for Joe to hit the prompter to go down. I can't see. A little bit more. Okay. Yes, you're the first question. You got the first question.
We talked about this.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh boy.
I forgot about who had who. Which question? So go ahead.
All right, so obviously, all the athletes understand the preparation for track and field is it's always going to be at a very high level. So, how do you prepare, and how do you prepare now, and how did you prepare in high school?
In high school, I did not take track very seriously because it was my off sport because I did swimming, so it was kind of just like for fun. And then I actually took it seriously my junior and senior year of high school. So like, I guess back then I really didn't know what I was doing, like lifting wise, or I guess like speed drills or stuff like that. But like, especially very recently, I know a lot more about lifting. I do speed drills every week. I stretch before bed. I used to not do that at all. I try to get into the pool every so often. I eat a lot better and I sleep. I did not get any sleep in high school.
Sleep is important.
Sleep is very important.
Important. Bed.
That's pretty much it. That's the only difference.
So this is one of the questions we always like to ask when we did Athlete Spotlight. But so, and it's a really good, and I like this question a lot. But so, was your expectations different from reality when you transitioned from high school to college?
Yeah. So in high school, we were very spoiled. We had track coaches for everything, like every jumping event, every throwing event, every sprinting event.
I went to a big school and we didn't even have that.
Because I had my own long sprint coach, like specifically like 400-meter coach, and then I came to college.
Jesus.
And I mean, last year we had a multi-coach who was able to coach like pretty much everything, but like sprints were kind of lacking in my opinion, because sometimes it was kind of like she kind of forgot about sprints and we were just kind of over there. And like this year, for the fall, I was pretty much coaching myself, and like we were all like just doing our own thing pretty much based off of last year. So I guess I expected college to still have my little like individual like coach for my event, which was not accurate at all. I've even come to learn after like asking or like talking to all of my college friends that ran in high school with me, that they don't have that experience either. Or like, they're like, yeah, we were so spoiled. Like our sprint coach in high school was so much better than what they have now in college, which I guess is kind of a common theme since I came from a pretty good.
I was gonna say, what high school did you go to again?
Norwin.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Our football team's terrible.
Yeah, you got
Let's just ignore that.
Their stadium is used for games that they don't play in.
Pretty decent hockey team though, right?
Yeah.
Norman hockey's
Pretty decent hockey team.
Moon
right?
hockey still thrashed them.
I thrashed on moon hockey, so.
Hey, PIHL state championship, Norwin, it was like 6-1.
The only reason I didn't win the PIHL state championship was because I didn't play in the PIHL.
Oh yeah, you didn't play in. Yeah.
I played in Cleveland, but we'd make some trips down to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Just for a little tune-up game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got so pissed. Depending on what year, that's fair actually. If it was before like 2019, then that's false. But if it was after that, then yeah.
He brought facts.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is my senior year, our hockey team averaged like 30 penalty minutes per game. So.
I'm just saying I've never gone to Pittsburgh to play hockey and lost. I'm just saying.
Shots fired.
I mean, reflects right now.
That's an exception.
Reflects
that's
right
an
now.
exception.
Next question.
Anyways.
Oh, I haven't even read my questions actually because I was getting batteries.
Good thing you only got one.
Yeah. So obviously you're an accomplished athlete already. You've done some great things. Is there anything else on top of what you've already done that you would like to do, like defend title or, continue legacy, anything like that?
I would like to defend my title, obviously. There are some people that are graduating, like Caroline Mastria, who I've found a lot of like inspiration from since I kind of really don't have anyone to run with during practice. So I don't know. I would like to beat her during outdoor. And then last year, for outdoor PSACs, I got third again. So it's like I would like to either place second or first because I don't really know how like everything's gonna go since there haven't been a lot of outdoor meets yet. But I would like to try to win or I don't know. I have a goal time in mind, but I'm not. I was gonna say it for a second, but it's secret, just
Yeah,
in case.
secret.
Top secret.
Top secret. Top secret.
Just
You
in
at,
case.
you at least got to tell us after, because we're gonna be curious.
Okay, after.
We're gonna get the scoops that we're not gonna release.
After we totally turn the cameras off.
Yeah.
By my senior year, I would like to like place or do something in the 200, or
Yeah,
maybe the 8.
There
I'm
you
not a
go.
200 meter runner, so like maybe I'll pick up the 800 outside.
Ew. Oof. Terrible.
Hey, but no, Alex, you wanna know what's funny? She finished her story before Cody. Joe.
I might finish my story before Cody Rhodes.
I can't say what yet, but I might finish my story before Cody. Okay, at that point, it's just sad if I do. But yeah, oh God, that's funny. All right, Dom. You got a last one before.
Okay. All right, last question. So, you won all region, you won the 400 in the PSAC. Talk about your mindset and how hard you had to work leading up to that event.
So funny story. I did not think I was going to do well at PSACs. So it's a 200 meter track, and like I've had terrible races on a 200 meter track because like if somebody gets to the cut before me, they are in control of the whole race, and then I just don't know how to get around that because of inexperience. I am not skilled. But basically, I wanted to break the school record the meet before that because then I thought that was like my last chance. And so pretty much everything during the season led up to Spire instead of PSACs. And then I just ended up doing really well at PSACs because of the work that I had put in to that one goal that I set early on in the season. It took a lot of like, okay, what am I really bad at? AKA like sprinting. I'm a long sprinter, but my sprint mechanic is like not great, to be honest. Because I have a lot of speed endurance that I gained, I think, from swimming. And
Probably, yeah.
So I had a lot of base for that, but I didn't have too much with like short sprints. So I do a lot of research and like talking to my high school coaches as to like what I should do and how should I plan everything, and then eat properly, go to bed at a proper time, back at it again.
The definition of eating properly before a meet for a sprinter and a thrower are not the same thing.
I would get so jealous watching, like, we'd be at a restaurant and they'd be ordering like these like the donuts,
Oh yeah.
and I would want them so badly with like the
love
cream
it.
cheese
Not
dip.
even working out, but the goal for a thrower is to just walk onto the throwing field with as much just glycogen dripping out of your pores as humanly possible.
Cause like they'll eat during the meet, and I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
That concession stand really gets business from us.
Oh, that's brutal. That's
that
brutal.
concession stand was getting business done.
That is why I love being a lineman.
Bro, no, listen. You know, we had like one of the crates that had like all the shot puts and the discs in it and stuff like that. And then we would make sure there was enough room in that crate that we could slide in a box of Cheez-Its as well. for all of our meets. We always just had a big family-sized box of Cheez-Its chilling in our throwing crate with us.
Power move, honestly.
It's like the only thing I can eat is fruit snacks.
I mean, fruit snacks are elite at track meets. If you're not eating, my coach used to give us the great value fruit smiles. Them Johns hit different.
Oh, Hayley agrees.
Nobody gets it.
That
no one
and
else
the
gets it.
little Scooby snacks.
Oh yeah,
little
we
graham
had
cracker
those.
ones? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Rapid fire time.
Oh, no.
Rapid fire.
I'm going to, now listen, Hayley, I'm going to put in a request here. When you get to number 11, do not show 12 until we actually get to 12, which is the rapid fire. Joe, do not go to 12. So you got it?
Dude, why got my leg scratched?
Okay. So these are like first few are just generic questions. You got nothing to be afraid about.
Until number
12. Until number 12. You should be petrified.
Thanks.
So, Blaine, you know what? No, it started when Kaylee blindsided me my freshman year in our media class.
In class.
So you can, yeah. So
All
for
right.
being in shambles, you should You should thank Hayley.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
All right. First one. Favorite sport to watch?
It goes in between women's figure skating and swimming.
Ooh, interesting.
Very
interesting. That's
one.
interesting. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Yes.
Yes!
Keeps going.
Favorite food?
Tacos.
Oof.
Fire.
No, my favorite one was
Okay.
when Caroline said Italian.
Anything Italian.
And we were like, yeah! All right. Favorite TV show of all time?
Rick and Morty.
Ooh!
Valid.
That's a valid response.
Valid.
Favorite movie of all time?
Howl's Moving Castle, but for sentimental reasons.
Okay. Joe. Go-to and I can't say gang because it's not a game because it's a meet. Go-to pre-meet song.
I actually don't have one.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
whatever I tell myself.
It's just
Okay.
the voices. It's just
Okay.
the voices.
Literally.
All right, it's the
Yeah.
demons talking. All right.
Demon hour.
Speaking of voices, I can't wait to the day when we mic him up during practice and we just hear his inner thoughts. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight?
I talk about a decent bit during practice.
That's valid.
we're gonna have to cut some. We're gonna have to cut some things out. We'll do that.
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, yeah. We will. All right. So, Joe. Okay. favorite vacation spot.
Shangri-La, Philippines.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I grew up there, so.
Love it.
Okay. Okay. If you could create your own track and field event, what would it be?
That's an awesome question.
See, when I first thought, I thought like
Just wanna
hurdle
say.
relay, but like I've seen people do that already. But I wish we had a DMR outside.
Okay.
DMR is where like everybody runs like a different.
If you could describe your track and field career with emojis, what would you use?
This is an interesting one.
I think based off of because I worked out this morning.
I should give you and Joe that one.
The smiley face that's like melting.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Okay. Which celebrity do you think you could beat in a foot
This
race?
is also a good one.
See, like, just like any celebrity in
Any
general.
celebrity you want.
I would just like to race Adam Sandler.
Yes.
I think it would be funny.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
like that one. That was good.
Actually, no. Let's. I'm curious with you two. Who would you beat in a foot race? Celebrity.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Alex, what about you? Who would you beat? Which celebrity would you beat in a foot race?
Jonah Hill's a good one.
Jonah Hill's a really good one.
Jonah Hill's a good one.
Oh, you know what? All right, I'll stick on the trend. I'll go with Seth Rogen.
Ah!
My word.
All right. You wanna know who mine is? Jack Harlow.
Yes.
If you know, you know. All right. Last one before the blind side. If you threw in track, which event would you be able to succeed in if you tried?
Say the right one. Say the right one.
Okay, wait, hold on. Which one do you think has the most technique involved?
Disc, by far.
Oh, it has to be disc.
I thought jav.
Nah.
I've never thrown, but
Well, it depends. Okay.
I
it
played
depends.
baseball, so
For if you're taking running for jav, like actually running up, and only comparing it to like power throwing disc, then yeah, jav definitely has more technique. But like if you're spinning, like if
yeah, I
you're
guess-
actually spinning, disc is a lot more technique.
I'm gonna have to say I guess I'll have to say disc because one of my good friends, he's a Division III All-American. Shout out Dan. I'm gonna send you this clip. And when I see you this weekend, you're gonna slap you in the face. He hates it.
See, I would say disc because, like, if I took the time, I'm a very technical person, which is why I was really good at swimming. If I took the time to really, like,
Practice it.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, like, if I threw it one time, like, I'd be great at it. Probably, like, definitely not. But if I took the time and, like, the years and the effort to actually, like, put into it,
Yeah.
I think I would be decent.
I absolutely despise discus, by the way. I hated it so much. I highly doubt it, but Coach Winterbauer, if you're watching, thank you for not making me throw disc my senior year. You're clutch for that.
No, the one time Noah was throwing, he released it early and, like, it
Oh, yeah.
almost, like,
Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
yeah.
We once had a girl let go of a disc. It somehow went straight up in the air, came back over the net, and hit a girl in the face.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody get hit by the javelin, like right in the shin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not, no.
It was not
It
pretty.
doesn't look very sharp, but when someone's throwing it hard, it's sharp.
Hey, Joe, what about that cutaway when Peter threw that shot put in the crowd?
Shot put just looks too heavy.
Yeah. All right.
It would be I think for college, college uses the same weight for shot as Olympic. So that would be for you 12 pounds? Yeah, because men's Olympic is 16. So it would be like 12 pounds. Either 8 or 12.
Yeah. All right.
Should I keep stalling?
Do not, don't look at it.
Okay.
Okay. This is the blind side.
Okay.
Favorite Edinboro track and field teammate?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Can I
took him
pick
like
two?
I'm gonna have to
Flip a coin in your head.
flip a coin. You
get
gotta
one.
flip a
Well,
coin.
'cause one of
Everybody picks one. Ask him.
You can see why this would be
We put you in
really
shambles.
put me in shambles because
Of
we are the biggest team on
Yeah.
campus roster wise.
Yeah.
I have to pick between I pick one out of 100 different dudes, and if I don't pick the other 99 guys, they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, dude, I hate you. You're fake,
it's
dude."
tough.
Like, yeah, I was
It's
sitting.
tough.
It probably took me like 5 minutes to
It
finally
did.
decide.
Jill
Jill was decisive.
Jill didn't even. Jill just abandoned you.
Yeah, she's
She's-
like, yeah, her. Me, I was like, dude, I don't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, you're like, I would like to apologize to all my teammates.
I would like to apologize to all my teammates.
Shout out Speaks, man.
It's
You're-
in
you should've
between
been my
two because I feel like one of them
Speaky.
really like motivates me and like inspires me in a way, and then the other one does my workouts with me. So it's like
Gotta pick
pick.
one.
Oh, that's a flip.
You gotta pick
That was a
one.
flip.
Yeah, that is.
Everybody picks one.
I'm gonna say Lauren Jacobs.
LJ, I love LJ.
The pick is in.
LJ.
The pick is in.
The pick
Because
is in.
I also I like her outside of track
Mhm.
as well. Like very much so. Like I would hang out with her.
I mean,
on a
that's part of
daily
being-
basis if I could. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a part of having teammates too. Is like
Yeah.
they're your friends.
My favorite part of this question is the rapid backpedal explaining
Yeah,
why
I was
pick
gonna
that
say.
person.
I was gonna say not that I wouldn't hang out with anybody else outside of track. It's just like if I had to pick one.
Mhm.
That's all.
So now you understand why this is a blind side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope nobody watches.
Dom's having PTSD
Do
flashback.
not- yeah, you're BTS. Do not tell Jack about the blind side yet.
I won't.
Yeah.
We do give our guests fair warning for the question. They could just watch previous athlete spotlights.
That's
and know.
literally all you have to do if you're watching this is watch the old spotlights.
Oh,
then
we just
you-
gave up the secret. We gotta cut
Well, no,
that
I
out
did
now.
watch. I watched one when I was lifting this morning.
Love it.
Which one- wait, which one-
Let's
Which
go.
one did you watch?
I think it was the very last one that you guys did.
Oh, Easton.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that was like a month ago.
God, that's weird.
No, LJ's cool. I like LJ. I don't even remember how I met LJ, but
I feel like that's everybody's experience.
I have no idea how I met her, honestly. I remember we were at one of our coaches' house on Halloween giving out candy, and she was running by.
Typical
She was-
collegiate
she was-
athlete activity right there.
She was running by with somebody, and my coach, like, I don't even know what I was doing. My coach she like overheard them say like, "Oh, is that Dom?" And they were like halfway down the street already. And he's like, "Yep, that's Dom," and they came running back.
Who was it?
Huh?
Do you remember what coach it
It was
was?
our tongue.
Oh,
It was our tongue.
That's
Oh my
funny.
goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Berna, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
course.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Even though we interrupted you like 500
No,
times.
it's okay.
Uh,
I've hung out with you guys before. I know.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Hayley just has the look on her face. She's like, yeah. I deal with them every week.
Everybody that is in the studio right now understands that
She has to, like,
interruptions
turn
happen
you
all the
down
time.
every time you scream.
Oh, I wasn't even on screen. That's amazing.
Yeah,
You
that's
suck.
awesome. But yeah, thank you for coming on. This is episode 12 of Tailgate Talks. I almost said Burrow for some reason.
I said it in my head. I said Burrow.
Well, because I'm uploading the old ones right now. So
Oh, that too, yeah.
I'm almost done, by the way. But yeah, so subscribe, do all that fun stuff, hit the notification. let us make money. Get us to 500.
Mike's in dead last.
Shut up. Shut up.
That's actually pretty funny.
Alex, send it.
I got a good one for the end of the last thing that we recorded, so we'll see if I get another good one for this on the paper toss.
Okay.
Good night, America. Nah, not as good. Not as good.